Commonwealth Games Australia has called the Victorian Government's decision to scrap the 2026 Games beyond disappointing, while the Commonwealth Games Federation has accused Daniel Andrews of exaggerating the cost blowouts. Holly Edwards-Smith is live in Ballarat. Holly, let's start with Commonwealth Games Australia. What's been their response?
Well, Andrew, the CEO, Craig Phillips, has called this hugely disappointing and a comprehensive letdown, not only for the athletes, particularly from here in Australia who have been training for the opportunity to compete on home soil, but also the regional communities. Since it was announced that regional Victoria would be hosting the 2026 Commonwealth Games, it has been something that Daniel Andrews has spoke about relentlessly. This is a great opportunity for these regional hubs to be showcased on the world stage, and that seems to be something that people in these communities are quite disappointed by. Today at the press conference, Craig Phillips says that this will change how Melbourne is seen as one of the sporting capitals of the world.
Even the most recent figures on a survey that's done globally about sporting cities, if you like, Melbourne had already slipped from 10th to 23. I can't see it going north after today's announcement, and I would be very careful if I was an international sporting body coming and doing business in this state.
Andrew, the announcement was made by Daniel Andrews this morning that he had let the Commonwealth Games Federation know that Victoria will not be continuing with their bid to host the 2026 Games, attributing this decision to a cost blowout.
Look, I've made a lot of difficult calls, a lot of very difficult decisions in this job. This is not one of them. Frankly, $6 to $7 billion for a 12-day sporting event, we are not doing that. That does not represent value for money. That is all cost and no benefit.
Andrew, as you mentioned before, the Commonwealth Games Federation have also released a statement, and they are saying that the Premier has drastically exaggerated those figures. He's quoting there anywhere in excess of $7 billion. They say that's about 50% more than the figures that they were advised of at a committee board meeting in June of this year. They're also saying that they're disappointed they were only given about 8 hours notice and there wasn't the opportunity to deliberate and figure out some problem-solving tactics to ensure that Victoria could continue to host the 2026 Games. We have heard briefly from the Victorian opposition leader John Pesutto there, but we've also heard from Liberal member Sam Groth, who says this is a huge hit to the Labor Party's credibility.
I just don't know how they've got any credibility. And to be honest, we are supposed to be the leader in this country and one of the leaders in the world at delivering global events. I mean, this is an embarrassment for the state that we are in such a financially poor situation that 3 years out from the Commonwealth Games, we're calling quits.
Andrew, we've also been looking through some of the community Facebook pages to see how people on the ground in these regional hubs have been responding. To end just quickly, we have seen some people saying it's sad, particularly for those who are training. But interestingly, many people are quite supportive of this decision, particularly because regional communities are still set to benefit. They'll be receiving a $2 billion regional package. $1 billion of that will go towards upgrading athletic and swimming facilities that were promised as part of the legacy aspect of the 2026 Commonwealth Games, and $1 billion will be going for more social and affordable housing in the regions. That's something that people here are quite happy about. They say that it's better spent on that rather than sporting commitments. We'll be hearing more throughout the day through different reactions, I'm sure, but certainly something that has resulted in a bit of a mixed bag this morning.